my name is Jamie. Welcome to my cross-stitching channel. Today is Sunday, April 17th, and this is Flosstube 12. So welcome back and welcome to everybody who decided to stop by today, or whatever day that you're watching this. So I've got a few things to go over today. So I've obviously got a whip update like normal. I finally put together a list of shout outs that I'd like to do, and then I have just a tiny bit of haul. I was hoping I would have everything by today, but shipping being what it is, it didn't come through. So, but I'm going to go ahead and actually start with the shout outs, because if I don't, then I will probably forget by the end of the video. And yeah, so my first shout out, and these are in no particular order. I've been watching all of them for some time. I just wrote them down in whatever order they came up on my subscription list. So the first person is Lindsay from Blushing Pink Stitches. She's a UK stitcher. This is probably weird, but I love her accent. I just like listening to her talk when she's on her videos. But she's got a bunch of really neat projects. She's actually the one who kind of inspired me to finally pick up the Fruits of Plenty Sal that I started last week. I think she's doing the same colors that the mock-up shows, those two blue shades, but it just looks absolutely gorgeous. But she's got a bunch of other things. She puts in little life updates about her daughter and stuff, and she's a lot of fun to watch. So that's the first one. Second one, who I just found not too long ago, her channel is Stitched by Liz. Obviously her name is Liz, and she's an Australian stitcher. I binge watched like all of her videos in the matter of a couple of days. So again, she leans more towards like Disney themed, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say quirky, but that's not. Subversive cross stitch, I think, is the term for it. She does like stuff from the Witchy Stitcher, stuff about like true crime and scary stuff and things like that, but they're all super fun projects that she's working on. And it's fun to watch her videos too, because I think her husband edits her videos and is sometimes there while she's filming, and his commentary is pretty funny to listen to and to watch too. So I recommend her. Number 3 is Fun with Cross Stitch. That's Sharon. Her name's Sharon, and she's also in Australia. I've been watching her for a few months now. She's predominantly a full coverage stitcher. She does have some other little things that she's doing, some like fancy ladies and things like that. She's actually doing Roses of Sharon, because that's her name. But hers is beautiful. She's converted the dress to a different color and put it on a purple fabric, and it looks amazing. But she's really fun to watch. She gets lots of progress because she only films every 2 weeks, and she's a full coverage stitcher, but she stitches a bunch of HAEDs, and they're usually on Aida fabric. So if you're ever wondering if people stitch the big ones on Aida, there certainly are, and she's one of them. So I recommend Sharon. And then the fourth one, I'm sorry, there will only be 5. You're like, Jamie, come on. So number 4 is Backcountry Stitcher. Her name's Jen, and she's actually also here in Utah in the States with me. Not with me, but in the same state as I am. So I've just been watching her the last couple of weeks as well. She's only got about, I think, 4 videos out now, 4, maybe 5. But she does a lot of kits, it seems like Mill Hill kits with the beads, and then Dimensions kits, things like that. She also has a couple other patterns. She's got like one of those travel posters for the arches here in Utah. Sorry, words are hard for me today. But she's a really fun person to watch too. She's got a lot of cool things, so I would definitely check her out. And then the last person that I'll shout out today, and I'm gonna try not to embarrass myself. His channel name is Yas Stitch. His name's Ashley, and he's in the UK. I'm very sorry, Ashley, if you happen to watch this video and I totally butchered your channel name. But he is an incredibly fun person to watch. He's got such a big personality and a great sense of humor. Some of his projects that I really love are, he's doing like a Pokemon one. He did or is doing the whole generation 1 of the Pokemon, but he's also got one that's all the Eevee evolution. I can't remember exactly, but he's doing a couple of like Pokemon ones. He's got a kit of King Henry VIII and all of his wives. So a lot of cool things to look at there too. So I hope that you guys take a second to look at all or any of their channels. I don't think you'll be disappointed. They all have great stuff to look at. So that is my shout out. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a cough still. I haven't been able to shake it, but we'll see if we can get through this without me having a coughing fit. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into whips now. I don't know why I picked that up already. I wasn't ready for it. Okay, let's see. So just checking out my notes here. It looks like Sunday and Monday I started out with the Fruits of Plenty Sal, which looks like this. It's the 2021 stitch along from Modern Folk Embroidery. I am stitching mine on 18, just a white 18 count Aida, 2/1 full crosses with the colors 820 and 321. I knew those somewhere in my brain. So 820 and 321, so it's a red and a blue. I made it patriotic. So this is where we're at from last time. And like I said, I worked on it Sunday and Monday. I don't know, I had a hard time getting a lot of stitches into this one. I think it's just because I was having trouble deciding like where to stitch at. But I only got about 374 stitches in those 2 days. It's not bad progress, but definitely not as much as I get on some of my projects. So, but I don't know why the camera has a hard time picking up like I feel like the blue dampers down the red in the camera, and I can't seem to get it to show how bright it is in person. So like over here, that's more true without the blue outlining, but the ones in between the blue, it just doesn't seem to pick up very well. But I do love how that's turning out. I finally came in here and did some of the motifs inside the block. So that's how far I got on that one this week, or last week. Definitely pull that one out again here soon. I'm trying to debate on what project to take with me to my boyfriend's parents' house today. It can be kind of a loud, chaotic environment, so I try to pick something simple. So either like that or my pandemic sampler, which is just one color or something like that, just to make things easy. But anyway, so that's the first thing I worked on. I think I've worked on 5 projects this week, so that was number 1. Then the second thing I worked on was my video game sampler, which looks like this. It is by ScreamingHeartDesign. And I think I saw that they actually just opened their own online store. So I'm not sure if they'll be using Etsy anymore. But if you want to find their patterns, go to their Instagram page at I think it's Screaming X Stitch is their channel name, or their page name. Sorry, I get confused across all the social media. I'm not sure what the right term is. So I am stitching my video game sampler. Oh, that was something else I meant to mention. If you like this pattern and want to see other people who are stitching it, Stitched by Liz also is stitching this one. Let's see if I can get this all folded up here. Oh my goodness. Oh, as I was saying, I am stitching mine on an 18 count Aida. The color is Barnwood. If I picture this plus. I'm really struggling with this fabric. And here we are from last time. Definitely got more progress on this one than the Sal, the Fruits of Plenty Sal. This one I worked on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I ended up with 789 stitches. Which, if I was doing the weekly goal that I had previously set for myself, that's like 3 weeks worth. About. Maybe even a little bit more. So I believe, if I'm remembering right, all that's going to be different is just I finished this whole pink ladder thing here. I added this little, my boyfriend told me it was a barrel. I was kind of sitting there going, what is that? But it's a barrel from the Donkey Kong game. The barrel falls down and chases him down the ladder. But that's also what I put in, and then I started the coins. So I got that first coin in. And that looks way cooler on the camera than it does when I'm looking at it. I think I just keep looking at things too closely. I need to just back up a little bit. So, but definitely got some good progress on that. I'm trying to decide whether to tell you guys what happened with my Instagram post, but never mind. Someone didn't like the F word in there. And I don't really know what to tell people. They don't like that. It's my Instagram page, so just don't look at it, I guess. Anyway. So that is my video game sampler. That was the second thing I worked on. And then I'm going to show this one because from what I can see in my progress pictures, I did work on it and I remember working on it, but I didn't write it down. So this is Mini Loyalty, and the artist is Cherie Gerhardt, and it's charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't think I got very much into this, maybe a couple hundred stitches, so I'm not even sure if it's worth showing. But I did work on it just for one day. I believe it was Wednesday night. I don't know why I didn't write that down. I must have just slipped my mind. But here's where we are from last time. It's really not going to look that much different. The only thing that I did was I added some more up here in the background, trying to close off some more of the yellow. I had been working down here the last couple times, so I figured I would try to put in some dedicated background time. So, like I said, only a couple hundred stitches maybe. I'm honestly not 100% sure. So, not terribly exciting. I will come back to this one again. I am trying to get to 20% on this one. I think I'm somewhere around 11% right now. Maybe 10.5. I don't know. I'm just barely over 10. I hit 10 a couple weeks ago. So that is Mini Loyalty. So that was number 3. And then the fourth thing I worked on was Pandemic, which looks like this. It's a design by Long Dog Samplers. And I am stitching mine on 28 count helix. I picture this plus 1/1 full crosses. And I'm doing mine with DMC color, oh crud, 939. Jeez, I totally messed up my needle minder on this one and now it's somewhere on the floor. I'll have to find that later. So last time I had taken this whole thing out and showed you the whole top half of it. So I've just been working, I just brought it back down to the page underneath where I was. Try to do a side-by-side with that. I got 422 stitches the one day I worked on it on Thursday. It's kind of jumping all over the place this week. I don't know. Couldn't really pinpoint something I really wanted to work on. It was like I work on it for a day and I was like, okay, we can work on something else. That just kept happening. I was really hoping I would get some of my new fabric and stuff so I could get another start in, but c'est la vie. Just didn't work out that way. So, yep, just the one day. I will come back to this. I am trying to get a finish on this year. If you haven't watched me before, that's my goal for this one. Still got a ways to go. Still haven't hit the 50% mark because of that weird glitch that happened with my pattern keeper. So, but slowly but surely. Still love how that's coming out. Alright, so that was number 4. And then I did not stitch at all on Friday, which is the first day I haven't stitched in a long time. And then on Saturday I worked on Tarot Town 2, which looks like this. It's another Heaven and Earth Designs chart. And I looked it up along with the help of one of my subscribers. So the artist name is Ciro Marchetti, I believe. And if I'm butchering it again, I'm sorry, but I really tried. So Ciro Marchetti. And this is where we got to from last time. So I got 890 stitches yesterday. So pretty good progress for one day. 10 stitching definitely helps. Oh, I'm stitching this on 25 count magic guide from DMC, 2/1 10 stitch. Trying to remember all what I did on this one. I think I finished off this edge of the wheel, so like all of the dark part is done. Filled in a lot more of the confetti over here, and then just started bringing these colors down in the posts. I don't know. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with this project. I love the details. They are stunning. The max color gets a bit much sometimes. But I keep pushing along because I do love how the picture turns out. Which is another reason why I didn't start the supersize max color Once Upon a Fairy Tale, because I was like, if I have to do 2 max color projects, I don't think I'd ever work on them because I get so bogged down. But oh, and I also filled in this background here, some of the chunkier background there, just to break up the ninja and confetti stitches and stuff. So I do love how that's coming about. I keep toying with going all over the place on this one, like heading this way and finishing that big balloon on the end. I don't know. There's like a lot of lighter colors in this side, like these sides of the posts, and then as this comes down, it turns into like ecru, and so it does get a little bit difficult to work on just because it's so light, but I just need a better light. So, but that is the last thing I worked on last week. As I said, my stuff didn't show up like I was hoping it would, so I didn't actually get a start on anything. I did get the fabric for my Mirabilia, which I was super excited about, and I just didn't have the forethought, I guess, to print out, because I don't want to mark this up so that I could potentially give it to somebody else to stitch later. So, but I didn't print out any pages, and today's Easter. Happy Easter to anybody who is celebrating, and if not, happy Sunday. So because it's Easter, pretty much everybody's closed, and all the print shops are usually closed anyway, so on Sundays. So it's kind of shit out of luck this week. So, but this is the one that I bought, the Mirabilia that I bought, and I had ordered some fabric for it. And because it was hand-dyed, it took several weeks to get to me, which is fine. I got it earlier than what they said it might be, so. But this is the one I bought, and the fabric I got was, let's see, 32 count Lugana in the color Evil Queen by Bestitch Me. So I'm gonna try and show you guys these together here in just a second. So this is my only haul for this week. And I really hope that this does not wash it out. But that is the fabric I got. That's pretty true. Maybe a little bit lighter than in real life, but I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. I was leaning towards like a neutral at first, but I was kind of sitting there talking to my boyfriend. I'm like, if I'm gonna do a fancy lady with all the beads and the metallics and everything, I'm like, I'm gonna put her on a really pretty piece of fabric. I'm not going neutral with this one. So that is what I did. I got the Evil Queen color. It's actually, that shows up pretty well on the camera. I'm surprised. It is a little bit light on the camera. Blows it out a little bit, but absolutely love it. And if you can, here, I'll take the little picture thingy out. But I think that's gonna look pretty cool. Don't you guys? I was a little worried because some of based on the fabric, it can either go really dark or really light. So I was hoping I'd get somewhere in the medium range, and it's exactly what I was hoping for. So I think these greens and the blues and stuff are just gonna pop right off here. So we're really hoping for a start today. Stars did not align. The universe said no. So I'll put that back later. But so that is my haul. And I think that's gonna do it for me today. I'm gonna fold this up before it gets all dusty and dog hair, because that's what happens to everything I own eventually. So that is my video for this week. Felt like I talked really fast. I'm sorry about that if it was a bunch of inane jabber there. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for this week. Again, please check out the people I shouted out if you want some new channels to look at. I hope and I really feel like you guys will like them a lot, because I do. Thanks again for stopping by. If you liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, whatever you feel like doing. But I will leave it there. I hope you all are doing well, staying safe and healthy, and I will catch you next time. Bye.